Lots of law firm owners are hot and bothered right now about AI, and understandably so. So the question is, how can you start to leverage it? And I have a story from Partners Club about attorney Jeff Kelly. He was able to cut 50 hours a week from him and his staff's workflow time. 50 hours a week. Jeff has fully embraced AI. So he dove headfirst into the world of AI, trying to create more efficiency throughout his entire firm, from marketing to intake, consultations, and workflow. Jeff did two key things from an AI perspective. The first one was he had a ton of manual data entry coming in from court notices. Jeff's in a bankruptcy firm. So what he decided to do was build a workflow using Zapier and a mail parser so that anytime a court notice would come in through email, it would extract all of the key data it needed through the mail parser into their CRM, which was Practice Panther. And then Practice Panther could automate the communication to the client. It would extract things like court location. It would extract things like date and time. It would extract name, case number, all that good stuff that it needed to extract. And then it would automatically funnel it into Practice Panther. So it had some pre-filled fields in Practice Panther that would be filled in with the data that came in through the mail parser. And then that information could be used to automatically create clear client communication. So what did this solve? Well, it solved a few huge things. First off, manual data entry, which in addition to taking more time, there's also the element of human error. So you have human error, rework time, plus the actual manual time it takes to review a court notice, take the information, plug it in whatever CRM you're using. That's one thing. The second thing it did was client communication, because now we also took the manual workload off of the client communication part, because now we didn't have to go find that information, take it, fill it in, and then craft the communication to the client. Now we created one seamless workflow that manages the entire process. That one workflow alone helped save Jeff and his staff up to 50 hours a week. He became more profitable with less staff hours without ever having to cut staff or ramp up marketing spend and advertising spend. So think about that. He kept the same amount of staff. He kept the marketing spend exactly the same. He saved staff hours on tasks that really didn't need to be used on and could be better used for higher and better use. And he became more profitable with one single workflow through AI. So using AI in your client communications and workflow, massively important. By the way, we've got a free client communication playbook down in the description below on the link that you can grab. Jeff used several parts from this playbook to implement into this, and he became more profitable from a AI workflow perspective. Jeff did smart routing. Essentially what happens from a high level is Jeff is a member and uses CTM, call tracking metrics. Lots of different soft phones and VoIP services out there offer smart routing, but he uses CTM. And what it does is anytime a person calls that law firm, based on their phone number, it knows where to route them. Think about this. How many of you have current clients call your new client intake line, and then your new client intake line is worried about transferring people and then missing a call from a new prospective client because they're dealing with current client communication? How many times does that happen and create just this whirlwind of chaos and this big communication issue? Probably a ton if you're like any average law firm we connect with, right? So what did he do? Well, what happens is when new prospective clients became clients, in the CRM, it would tag them as a current client, and it would then tag their phone number. So anytime that phone number called, no matter what line they called, even if they called the new client line, it would route them to the correct person in the firm. So it would route them to whoever was managing the case. Whether it was a paralegal, case manager, attorney, it would route them to the proper person because they were tagged in the system. So smart routing occurs based on the phone number tag, and it triggers where to send them. Just think about how much time that saves either you or your staff with just traffic conducting and having to send people in all different directions. Probably a ton, right? Once again, centralizing client communication. One of the big themes of that AI client communication playbook, that we just released. You can grab that for free in the description below. It would help you a ton because we detailed this entire guide, step by step from a client communication standpoint, how to make this happen through AI, because the number one bar complaint is the lack of client communication. So how do you get ahead of it? The good news is you can use and leverage AI to get ahead of a lot of client communication. Does it mean you can get ahead of it and completely replace humans on your team? In some areas, maybe, but no. In most areas, you use it to your team's advantage, allow them to leverage it to become more efficient in their role so they can help more people and give the clients a better quality experience. And now you're getting well ahead of client communication. You're turning into proactive communication rather than reactive communication. So anyway, I hope this helped you out. Take a page out of Attorney Jeff Kelly's book. He's doing a phenomenal job with AI. If you'd like that playbook, you can get it down below. Otherwise, comment down below. How are you using AI in your law firm right now?